We've talked on the YouTube channel about Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, the upcoming title, guys, in this franchise. And I want to talk about everything that we want out of this title, from, everything from the multiplayer to the campaign to everything that this game could very well encompass. I want to talk about everything that we want. When I say we, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions here. Some of you may share similar opinions, some of you may not. I would love to hear what you guys want to see in Warhammer 40,000 Darktide in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So guys, I'm going to be giving you the top 5 things that I want to see in Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. And first of all, this is a title that's going to be coming out in 2022 at some point or another. It's been delayed a little bit, obviously because of the pandemic. But that being said, at number 1 for me, and this is really goes without question, I really want to see an emphasis on a full package for Warhammer 40k Darktide. This is a title, guys, that's being kind of promoted as a multiplayer experience where you go up against waves and waves of enemies, but it sounds like there's still going to be a story and things of that nature. So when I say full package, I mean campaign, multiplayer, and co-op modes. All 3 of those things really justify a $60 price tag or whatever this game gets priced out to be. That being said, I really would love to see a multitude of ways that we can connect with this title, because after you play the single player story, you may move on to other games, but having multiplayer is going to bring you back to the experience over and over again. The same thing with co-op. If you're going up against waves and waves of enemies, that reminds me of Gears of War's Horde mode, and that's something I think could be really special as well, where there's PvE, PvP elements to it. Would be absolutely awesome. That leads me to number 2, guys. At number 2, I really want to see free-to-play elements of this title as well. Even though I want a full package, I'd love to see a couple of those elements being free to play. Whether it's the multiplayer, so it lures more people to at least give the game a try, whether it's single player story, the co-op modes has, free to play elements to it that is at least going to get people to want to try the game out, and that can obviously help build fan bases in a major way. Then for me, guys, at number 3, I really want to see this Warhammer 40k be different but have similarities to the Warhammer 40k universe. So I would love to see, some similarities, obviously, with characters and things of that nature, but I also want to see those differences that I think are, really important as well for a Warhammer 40k title. You want to have things that feel familiar, but you also want there to be similarities so it doesn't feel like a copy and paste. And that leads me, guys, into number 4. And this is where I just really want to see Darktide be a title that stays, to itself and is itself, as in from the standpoint of not trying to copy other titles, not trying to, take elements from other games and seeing what other games have done and try to do that themselves. I love it when games are innovative in a major way, where they're trying to kind of stand out, be totally different from other titles in the space. And Darktide certainly has some horror elements to it and things of that nature, action elements. All of those things make it very intriguing and exciting, but I don't want them to take things that are, being utilized a lot in games like The Last of Us or Rainbow Six, and Extraction that's going to be coming out, and Back for Blood and all these other titles. I really want them to be themselves. And that leads me, guys, into number 5. This is really important to me. I want to see a lot of variety of the characters. I want to see a lot of variety with enemies, weapons, locations. I want there to be a lot of variety here so that it keeps everything fresh. And that kind of leads us to also having consistent updates, having things that if there's issues that are, along the journey of Warhammer 40k Darktide, those are addressed immediately so that it doesn't hurt or, put a bad stigma on the reputation of the title and starts making players, leave the title for other games. I want there to be consistent updates so that people stay a part of this title, because I'm really excited about the future of this game as well and where this could be leading. This could very well be one of the best titles in the franchise, and I just want them to really knock it out of the park and stay on top of any bugs, glitches, things of that nature, so that it really doesn't tamper the experience whatsoever. But those are the 5 things that I really want to see out of Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Warhammer 40k Darktide content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.